Well, I'm saying back with another video. The same viewing part 1 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Phantom Blood anime. Obviously, because it's an anime channel. I already viewed them. I did try attempt to view this once before. But I want to redo it because I want to be more in the want to see the Japanese version. Be more known for the Japanese terms. Because the country was starts with the characters by the names in the West. Their localized names. So unless you watch a hardcore JoJo fan, it'll be hard to memorize the Japanese names, and you just want to read it. And only one character had the name change in this series, in this part. So Phantom Blood was around for over 40-something chapters in the manga. All of them were adapted into 9 episodes of the anime. They managed to fit all that content into 9 freaking episodes. And still a lot more content too. There's some small scenes that were cut. Yet they managed to get it all out in 9 episodes. All those chapters. God, that's impressive. I would love to get the volume releases, but they're not that expensive, most of them. So Stone Ocean's get its first volume release soon. Well, Volume 9 of Golden of Part 9 parts of Part 5 will release next month. So yeah. So I play, as you know, probably don't, or if you don't, good for you those who don't know. About 2 years ago, I got into JoJo. So I got into JoJo. Now I heard about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I didn't watch it at the time. But it was on Netflix. It was on Netflix with parts 1 through 3, along with Stone Ocean. Yeah, I just watched a bit of it, and I liked it. Eventually, I just started binging all parts. I binged them for reviews. Once I had to watch parts 4 and 5 though on specific apps. You can watch part 4 now on Netflix though. Yes, Diamonds and Winkles now on Netflix UK. But if you don't want, but you can also watch it on Crunchyroll, which I watched part 1 on. There are also these recap movies, which I do plan to check out a bit to see what they're like. You know, you just fit part 1 into a movie. Like seriously, the first part just felt more like a movie. They could have actually done that. Combine all 9 episodes into a movie. I don't know why they've never done that. So yeah, as you know, the anime was produced by David Productions. They weren't a relatively well-known studio prior, I think, to JoJo. But now they're flipping famous. Their take on the JoJo anime was cool. Was very unique. Of how it managed to get all the poses, make its animation unique, like adapt, make it more like a manga that moves. Where the characters and kanji appear in specific backgrounds with certain scenes. Like the iconic Rumble kanji that appears every time something is. Well, it's hard to explain, but you get what I mean. So yeah, JoJo. I actually read parts 1 through 3 of the manga on my manga channel. So if you're interested in seeing my posts on the manga versions of the parts, go check them out. I'm still currently reading part 4. I'm right now on chapter 53. The chapter introduces Rohan Kishibe. An interesting fact, I didn't even know this, by the way, until today. You can actually watch the spelled Kishibe Rohan TV drama on Amazon Prime. That is no joke. I literally looked and you can watch it on there. You can literally watch them. because the movie is coming to Amazon Prime as well. So that's actually pretty cool. But I'm gonna wait to review that though. I'm gonna wait to review that Smash TV drama at a later date. Once I'm done with the parts. Of course, it's gonna be unique. I'm gonna review other seasons, obviously. Anyway, let's go to the story before I go rambling on again. So yeah, the story is set in 19th century England. Introduced to two main characters: the naive rich boy Jonathan Joestar, and the poor or strategic genius and abused kid Dio Brando. Those two fates seem separate, but they get woven together thanks to an incident that happened before they were born. Well, actually, no, not before. Years ago, an accident happened, and JoJo was one of them being gruesome. Of course, I don't intend to delete my original video, by the way. So, you can go back and check that one out if you want to. It's all somewhere on this backlog. You can even make playlists out of my videos if you want to. You can make playlists out of my videos if you want to. I'm giving you permission so you can do that. Anyway, a man with a woman behind the carriage. The man lying on the ground was thought to be dead. Wakes up, banks this other man and saved him. The man on the ground is George Joestar. Certainly George Joestar the first. That must be. His rescuer introduced himself as Dario Brando. George owed Dario his life, and thus, when Dario died of illness, he took in Dio. And Dio had other plans. He despised his father, yet wanted to live the life Jonathan had. If Dio learned to be nicer, he could actually become good. Conflict never happened. Yeah, there you go back in time. I think he would change that so his plans never fail. Sorry, Jonathan. One of the prized possessions that George had was a stone mask. Anyway, Jonathan meets Dio. Jonathan is known as JoJo by many people. That's the whole name, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But to keep consistency, I'm not going to call him JoJo. Because only 3 of the protagonists are called JoJo. Only 3. The name does get brought up. The name does get brought up twice in different 2 parts 4 and 6. So yeah, no worries. But Dio did everything he can to ruin Jonathan's life. Jonathan's best friend. He fell in love with a girl named Arena Pendleton, or Pendleton, whatever. But Dio did not like seeing Jonathan happy, and he decided to ruin it by stealing her first kiss. Which leaves her heartbroken and avoids Jonathan. When Jonathan finds out what Dio did, he gets pissed, and he ends up in a brawl, which Jonathan comes up victor. Jonathan notices the blood affected the mask. After being grounded, Dio gets his revenge, even score by burning Jonathan's dog, Danny. Until a lifelong goal that Jonathan will stop Dio. Years have passed. It's now the year 1888. and in Whitechapel, incident is happening. Now, as the year and location sound familiar, Whitechapel in 1888. For those who don't know, it was the time where the infamous Jack the Ripper started his killing spree of prostitute women. His identity still remains a mystery to this day. And may never be solved. Because it's a let's have a time machine. Go back decades. And create a time bubble in a way so it doesn't affect the future much. Yes. Anyway. Jonathan and Dio seem to become friends, but they still don't like each other much. Jonathan's daughter George gets sick. Jonathan starts suspecting that Dio. Finds out Dio has been using poison to kill him like he did with his own father. I mean, sure, his father had it coming for being a massive prick. Drove his mother to death. Jonathan goes to London to find out information about poison. Dio plans to use a mask that Jonathan's been studying to use gain power. Jonathan ends up in the streets and ends up being confronted by a bunch of street bugs. After beating them, he gains the respect of one of them, Robert E.O. Speedwagon. Tells him where the drugs were sold by an Asian man. Meanwhile, Dio, big odds with the mass power, can turn someone into a vampire. And he's going to use it to gain more power. When he goes back to the mansion, Jonathan confronts him. Dio acts all innocent, but even after George found out, Dio reveals his true colors. You know he's going to kill Jonathan, but George steps in the way and ends up being stabbed instead on the verge of death. And Dio gained that power. The police shoot him. It doesn't seem like effective. As Jonathan and George have one last moment together before he passes away. Now, I agree with Tony Mark's opinion on this, is that we don't spend much time with George Joestar. We don't feel him a kind part. We don't see him as caring much because he's way strict on his son. So, it's hard to feel more emotion for him when we don't know much about him. So I do agree that Rocky has done manga before. Dio was more of a little inspired by one of his previous manga. I think it was BD or BG, I can't remember. Dio's now wages to become a vampire, kills most of the police. Jonathan ends up facing him. In the end, Jonathan managed to get Pale Dio impaled. Dio is impaled. It seems like it's over, but of course, Dio survived. But Jonathan, after covering the injuries, reunited with the woman he loved, Irina. The two were out for a walk. They meet a man His name is Baron Will A. Zeppeli. He's been on a quest to find the stone mask, which was carried on his father's ship many years ago, which ended up killing most of the crew. He made it so gold to find and stop that mask, and he's here to help Jonathan to defeat Dio. He trains in a technique known as hormone, a powerful type of energy requires breathing, which Jameson definitely ripped off with its element breathing. No, the final arc will be adapted into 3 movies. Yeah, 3 movies. I don't know why 3, because they both serve to be 1 movie together, but maybe because they're long chapters, I don't know. So yeah, the deal. So again, Jonathan trains and manages to learn a bit about Hamon. Speaking about it, goes in saying that someone spotted Dio in some more place in England. We had they were attacked by Jack the Ripper, who was converted by Dio. Of course, no one knew what he looked like, so Rocky had to come out with an original design for the character. But guys had to come out what he might have looked like back in that day. It's not a bad design. I wonder what the actual Jack the Ripper looked like. No one knew who he was. That wow doll! But Jonathan managed to beat him and be able to use Hammond properly. On walking to the destination, they meet a kid who actually was hypnotized by Dio and set a trap named Poco. He ended up basically against Dio on his 2 knights. Dio's not strong. He somehow got prepared for Hamon. Isn't this best I've seen it? Yet he was able to counter so quickly without even being attacked once. Hit by it once. It's like he knew about it though. Now Jonathan faces off against the first knight, Blueford. He and the other knight were working under Queen Mary, but Queen Elizabeth's treachery ended him being executed. Even though Jonathan defeated Blueford and gained her sword. Because they end up facing against the other one. Jonathan gets trapped in an arena, type of dungeon or something, I don't know. But thanks to Poco, they managed to gain. Zeppeli sacrifices his life to save Jonathan and gives him his life energy. Zeppeli knew he was going to die. He knew it was fate to die. When he sacrificed himself. So it's up to them to face him. As they head back after morning Zeppeli's death, the 3 head off to the village, where they meet 3 acquaintances of Zeppeli: Dyer, Straits, and Tom Petty. They're helping Jonathan on his quest. One pass to stop Dio. As they kill the zombies, Jonathan fights against Dio. It's a very entertaining fight, creative. Yeah, and Jonathan wins. And by managed to hit Dio with his hamon. Seems like it's over, but he's not. Dio once again survived by cutting off his own head before it reached his head. Before the hamon reached the entirety of his body. He survived. A year has passed. It's February 1989. February 1889. Jonathan and Marina have gone married and are on a honeymoon to North America. It was a happy moment for us two when Jonathan finds out Dio's alive. Jonathan gets badly wounded. And Jonathan uses the last of his hormone to take out Wang Chan, the Asian who was turned to a vampire, giving up his life to save him. We don't want to die with him, but Jonathan managed to save the baby whose mother died. So yeah, Jonathan Joestar died February 2nd, 1889. Arena was found on the coast of around the Southern Islands. I don't know. No one knew Jonathan's legacy. That no one outside of the main group knew about Jonathan's legacy. But they will and respect him all their life. Because we get a tease for the next part. Battle Tendency. We cut to a man inside in a pillar. We cut a stone man in a pillar. That sets up the next part, which continues which will be focusing on the masks. I call this the Dio saga because a lot of things that had to do with Dio has a ripple effect. In a way. But we'll get there. That's the end of part 1. I could just review parts 1 and 2 as a season, but yeah. They're separate stories anyway, so why not just review them separately? So yeah, not much detail. I think I did a better detailed review a while back. I don't know. If I did more, go ahead and check out my old video if you want. I'm keeping it up on the channel because it's too much of a hassle to go down and find it and delete it. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please thumbs up button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, we take all videos that comes in the future. Now, before I go, I want to mention the character Straits. His localized name is Straightso. Ask me why. He's still Tom Petty and Straits not really that important. Like they're just not really there much. Maybe do a short storytelling, but part 1 is more a little weak in some of the storytelling areas. Especially in Jonathan, who's not that interesting as a protagonist. He doesn't have much of a personality, only just struggles to be a good gentleman. And has a kind heart, that's it. Not much of a personality, so yeah. So yeah, anyway. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content. Oh, I already did that. Didn't I? Sorry. Thank you. I'll see you guys for more JoJo next time. We'll see you guys later for Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush episode 72. Yeah. Phoenix out.